Hey guys, so for today's lesson, we're going to be talking about lot sizes. So the first thing you want to do is go to your MetaTrader 4 app, open it up, make sure you go to your quotes page, and make sure you tap on one of the pairs, act like you're going to trade it. So click on trade and open it up as if you were going to take a trade. Now you're going to see market execution, and right below you're going to see lot sizes. So that's what we're going to be talking about. Lot sizes are really just how much you are risking as a trader into the market. So how much money you're risking. So you're going to be putting that in the middle there. As you can see, this is where you put your risk. Now I'm going to be talking about how much a lot size and what do they actually mean. So 0.01 is really small. That means you're risking really small, and that's called a micro lot size. Now 0.1 is a mini lot size, and 1 is a standard. Sorry, I wrote macro, but it's a standard lot size. So essentially, this is how much you potentially be risking in the market. Now I'll be showing you exactly how you're going to know, depending on how much money you have in your account, how much you can risk in terms of lot sizes. So let's say you have $100. The first rule is that in order to know how much you can risk at most, you're going to divide 100 by 1,000, or move the decimal 3 times to the left. So your lot size for $100 will be 0.1, as you can see, because when you move the decimal 3 times to the left, you get 0.1. So that would be the maximum lot size that you can use as a trader if you have $100 in your account. Now let's use the example of $250. It's the same, $2,500. It's the same concept. So if you have $2,500, you're just going to move the decimal 3 times to the left, and you're going to get a lot size of 2.5. So that means that in the middle, in the MetaTrader 4, the most that you can put there is 2.5 if you have $2,500. Now let's take one last example. If you have $564, what do you think is the maximum lot size that you may be able to use? Again, remember, all you have to do is move the decimal 3 times to the left, and the answer will be 0.56. Okay, so an easier way to do it again is to divide it by 1,000 if you need to. You'll get the same answer. So 0.56 is the maximum you can use if you have an account size, if you have a balance, a capital of $564. Now, on the next section, we're going to talk about the second rule. So this was the first rule. The first step is to move the decimal 3 times to the left to find the 10%, or the maximum amount that you can use. The second rule is to find the 50% of your 10%. So half of your 10%. And that is the maximum lot size that you can use on one single trade entry. So let's take an example. You have $150. The maximum that you can use with every single trade that you're in will be 0.15. But now, if we take the second rule with the 50% of the 10%, the maximum that you'll be able to use is 0.15 divided by 2. So that would be 0.7. So in one given entry, you may not use any bigger lot size than 0.7 with that account. Now let's take the same example with 2,500. Again, your 10% will be 2.5, so that's the maximum you can use with every single trade you're in. But now with one single trade entry, you may not exceed 1.75, which is really, again, the half of 2.5, or 1.25, sorry, which is half of 2.5. So the maximum lot size that you may go over on one single trade, because remember, when you take in trades, you may enter multiple times. So again, we're going to take the example of $564. So the maximum that you can use for every trade that you're in is 0.56. But now the maximum that you may use for one single trade entry is, again, divided by 2. So what would that be? What would that be for all of my mathematicians? That's 0.28. So on one single entry, you may not exceed 0.28. That means when you go on your MetaTrader 4 and you put one trade, you may not exceed 0.28. And then the totality of all the trades may not exceed 0.56. Now let's take an example with $317. Try to do this problem by yourself. So what is your 10%? What is the maximum that you may use for all of your trades? at once? What is the maximum, and what is the maximum that you may use for one single trade? So that means that all of your, for the first rule, the 10%, all of your trades may not exceed 0.31. So the totality, when you add them up, it may not go over 0.31. But then on one single trade, you may not go over 0.15 on an account of $317. So I hope that we understand what a lot size is and how we are able to find it depending on our capital. So now you may practice with however much money you have in your account. So let's look at my account. I have $99,000, $758, $99,758. And so for that amount, it's the same concept no matter how much you have. So 99,758, the maximum lot size that I may use on every single trade. So all of my trades together that are going together would be 99,758 divided by 1,000, or moving the decimal 3 places to the left. So that would be a lot size of 99.75, which is a macro lot size. Now, half of that is 49. So that means that all my trades may not exceed 49. Again, I'm going to put in there, it may not exceed 49.87. So on one single entry, I may not go over that number. But the totality of all my trades, exactly, the totality of all my trades may not exceed 99.75 as a whole. Now, again, practice on your own account size and tell us how much is your 10% and 50% of your 10% lot size. So in this second part, we'll be talking about pips. Pips and lot size go hand in hand together, so it's only right that we talk about pips. What are pips? Pips are short for point in percentage. Point in percentage. So pips is really just the unit of measurement that we utilize as Forex traders. So the same way that we have centimeters, that we have millimeters, that we have inches, that we have ounces, is also the same way that in the Forex market we have pips. So it's the unit of measurement. And it really helps us measure the distance made by one trade or by one pair. It helps us measure the distance made by one pair. So you will see me write down that it's a unit of measurement, and it also helps us measure the distance made by one pair, and it's again code for point in percentage. So now that we understand what pips are, let's say that, again, like any point of measurement, you have a distance. So your distance made, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pips. So the distance that one given trade made may be 1 pip, it may be 2 pips, it may be 3 pips, it may be 4 pips, it may be 5, 6, or 7 pips, and so on and so forth. So now let's see how we can calculate those pips with actual values of any currency pairs. So let's look at Euro GBP. You will see that the pips is always the third and fourth number after the point. So here the pips is 82 and 84, and it will be put in big on the MetaTrader 4. Like the big numbers that are shown are always the pips. Now let's take the same example for GBP USD. Again, it's the third and fourth number after the point, so it would be 86 on the sell and 89 on the buy. So the pips will be 86, and the pips for this buy again would be 89 for GBP USD. So now let's take an example again with the Euro GBP with 0.8782. Let's just see how we can actually calculate that distance with Euro GBP. So let's say that we take Euro GBP and we enter at 87.82. We enter at 87.82. So here are the pips. It's 82. The pips has a value of 82. Now, if we want to measure the actual distance, because again, trade move, they always fluctuate. They go up and down, up and down. So they always travel a certain distance. So if right now the pips is at 82, we will imagine that Euro GBP again is going to be going up, and it's going to go from 0.8782, or with pips of again 82, and it's going to go all the way up to, let's say, about 0. point, or let's say that we have a stop loss first. Let's talk about our stop loss. So you have a stop loss. That means that if it goes against our direction, so we predicted that Euro GBP is going to go up, but let's say that it actually goes down. It will go down. This is, again, just an example. It will go down to 87.72. So the pips here is 72. So that's our stop loss. The number for our stop loss is 87.72. So we started at 87.82. We predicted that it's going to go up, but just in case it goes down, we have our stop loss put at 87.72. So what is the difference between 82 and 72? It's 10 pips. So that means that if it does go against our way, we will lose 10 pips. We will lose a distance of 10 pips. But now, if it goes towards our goal, if it goes towards our target, so what we predicted, again, we predicted that it's actually going to go up. So it's going to reach our TP, our take profit. So our take profit, obviously, if it's a buy, it's going to go higher. It's going to be up. So let's say that it's going to go all the way up to 87.99. So it's going to make a distance upward to 87.99. That's our goal. So what is the distance? We entered at 87.82, so 82 pips. And then we went to 99. The distance between 82 and 99 is 17 pips. 17 pips. So that means that we have won 17 pips. So this is a type of trade. If the stop loss is at 87.72, we can potentially lose 10 pips, but we can also potentially win 17 pips. So this is how you're going to be able to find the distance. Again, you will have the coordinates of the stop loss and the take profit. You will be learning how to find that in the future courses, how to find the numbers of the stop loss and the take profit. But right now, all you need to know is how to find the pips within a trade, within a currency pair, and how to see the distance based on where you enter, where the stop loss is, and where the take profit is. So let's take an example with GBP USD. Let's say that now we enter at 1.80663. Now 86 is going to be our pips. 86 is going to be our pips. Now let's say we have a stop loss. Again, if it goes against our direction, we're going for buy, but instead it goes down, it sells. So it sells, we say, okay, take me out if it goes any further than 80.70. 80.70. So now what would be the distance between where you entered and the stop loss? The same thing with the take profit. We have our take profit at 80.99. So that means it goes all the way up to 99. That is our target. Now, what is the difference between where we entered and the pips? So for our stop loss, the difference would be 16 pips. So that means if we lose, we were going to lose 16 pips. Now for our take profit, if we win, we're going to win 13 pips. We're going to win 13 pips. So for any trader, you will know that this is not a great deal because you can lose more than you can win. So it's not the ideal trade, but this is essentially how you're going to be able to find, again, the pips. Again, it's always the third and fourth number after the decimal point, and then the stop loss is going to have its number, the entry is going to have its number, and the take profit is going to have its number, and you're able to do simple subtraction or addition to find the difference between the distance. So let's say now that your entry is 0.954, 1.095. So your stop loss would be at 1.0930, and your take profit would be at 1.0990. Please help me indicate where are the pips. Where are the pips at AUD USD for the pair AUD USD? Where are the pips? Where are the pips? Were you able to find them? Were you able to find them? So the pips would be for the entry at 52. For the stop loss, it would be 30. And for the take profit, it would be 90. So the difference between the entry and the stop loss is 22 pips, and the entry of and the take profit. So again, this is how you will be able to find, again, the distance with every single distance that the trade occurs, whether it goes to the take profit or it goes to the stop loss. Now, we found exactly how much we're going to be either winning or losing in pips. Now, let's try to find how much we're going to be losing in dollar form. So what does that all mean in dollar form? To be able to know how much you're going to be either winning or losing in dollar form, you must know the formula, which is 10 or lot size times 10 times pips. So let's take an example. Let's see Euro GBP. Euro GBP, again, our entry is at 82.87. Our stop loss is at 82.80. And our take profit is at 82.99. Sorry. I'm going to change that later, but it's at 82.99. So the distance between the entry and the stop loss is minus 7 pips. So that means if we lose, we're going to lose 7 pips. But if we win, we're going to win about 12 pips. We're going to win 12 pips, which is not too bad. We lose 7 pips, but we have the potentiality to win 12 pips. No. Now, what does that mean in dollar amount, depending on how much money you have in your account, right? So let's just say that we have an account size of $100, and we put a lot size of 0.1 at max. So we're going to multiply that times 10, and then for the stop loss, to find how much we can potentially lose, we're going to put 7 pips, because if we lose, if it goes to the stop loss, we're going to lose 7 pips. So that means if we lose, 0.1 times 10 times 7 equals $7. So that means if we lose, we're going to lose $7 using that formula. Now, with the same formula, we're going to plug in now the take profit, the distance with the take profit. So it would be lot size times 10 times pips. So in this case, our lot size is 0.1 still, times 10, times 12, because that's how much we would make, how many pips we would make if we win. So in dollar form, that is $12. So that means in this trade, we can lose $7 but win $12 with an account size, of course, of $100. So again, remember the formula. It is lot size times 10 times pips. Please remember, this is very important. This is going to tell you how much you're going to either win or lose in a given trade in the dollar amount. If you want to know how much you're going to risk in a trade, this is the formula. Lot size times 10 times pips. Now, here's an example that we're going to do together during the group session, the group training, to be able to put all of this that we just learned together. So the lot size plus finding our stop loss and our take profit. So if we have an account size of $500, we're trading Euro GBP with an entry of 82.60 and a stop loss of 82.45 and a take profit of 82.95. What will be our 10%? What will be half of our 10%? What would be how much we can lose or gain in this trade? Let's practice that together.